What's going on? Hey guys, how the frick's it going? It's, yeah, just another day in friggin' paradise up in this back. Anyway, it's my break time. It's 12:30. It's freaking busy today, too. Oh, I thought my cupboard was open. It's just the freight bill. Or not the freight bill, the HT shelter. I'll show you in a minute. I gotta pee. Yeah, having this sitting here right now because I don't know where to put it. I should put it out in the garage where it belongs, but whatever. I'm gonna let stupid out. So I'm thinking tonight about going to the Buck store, mainly because I want to get some stuff to make stuff. Can I be any more specific? Probably not, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm also thawing out some fish here. I'm gonna try doing the fish this time different. I'm gonna actually try them in the frying pan. Reason being, not saying they're not good the way I normally do them, but in the Instant Pot. But I want to fry them in some butter because I want to see how they taste like that versus the Instant Pot cooking. Sorry if there's a lot of noise in the background. Water, unfortunately, isn't silent. So I mentioned in the ice fishing video that I wanted to make a tip-up that ran off of a mouse trap, and the mouse trap would set the hook. So basically, fish comes along, bites the hook, gives it a pull, and the mouse trap arm comes swinging back and sets the hook. In theory, it sounds great, and it worked. If you watch Greg Oven's video on it, you can just look up on YouTube mouse trap fishing or fishing with a mouse trap, and his is the first video that comes up. It's a guy holding a rainbow trout. You can watch the video on it, and it works for the trout. Now, I got to thinking, and Struckus is kind of right. He's sniffing his tooth. Come here, buddy. Oreo, come. That can't be all him. This freaking dog. I mentioned it to Struckus, and he brought something up that kind of makes sense, like with perch. The problem is you've seen the way perch are. They come in and they grab the minnow and they pull on it. And then after they'll commit and they'll they'll come in and they'll nip it, and see what it is, see if it's any good. And then if they decide it's good, then they'll take it in their mouth. Then you set the hook. The problem is they nip it, they give it a slight tug, it sets off the trap, and it sends that friggin' jig flying, and then it startles them, and then they don't bother, and then you end up losing your fish. So the mouse trap idea wouldn't work. However, it's the same reason why dead sticking for walleyes can also be a problem, because I wasn't aware of this issue as well. Is, when a walleye, and like I've caught walleye in the winter, pulled them through the ice. So far I've pulled two, tiny little doink, and a good eater size, but not according to Nipissing regulations. He was about a 15. He would have been a delicious eater. He would have been perfect for the plate, but regs are regs, follow them or lose your license. So anyway, walleye, if they're shy, if they're lion shy or whatever, they'll bite the rig, and the moment they feel resistance, they spit it. So you kind of want something that's going to give, like a tip-up. Tip-ups are great, right? So you pull the thing, the flag goes off, that might send a shock down the line, who knows. But the walleye's going to come in, he's going to grab it, and he's just going to swim off with it, and it's just going to pull a line behind him until you grab it and you set the hook. So I got to thinking, there's this product out there called a rattle reel, and I really want one, but I don't want to pay the price for it. And looking at what it is, it's literally a spool with a noisemaker and line that you attach to something. You can attach it to the side of your bucket, you can attach it to the side of your chair, you can attach it to your cooler, there's some that actually, they screw like an ice peg into the ice and you attach to that. So I got to thinking with my brain, because that's what this thing's for up here, in case you haven't known. What if we can come up with something that can do the same job for cheaper? That's why tonight I'm going to go to Dollarama and just see what they have. See if we can build something like a rattle reel that can do the job. We can set up in either the little tent, yeah, or big tent. And that way there we can have 2 lines in the water. And like if Sarah's with us, then we can have 4 lines in the water. I could dead stick, rattle reel, jig, and she could jig, because she only has the one rod. I don't think she wants to run 2, but that way there we can have 4 lines in the water, up our chances by 4 of catching fish, and be good to go. So if I'm dead sticking and I'm rattle reeling on my jigging rig, I can use something that really draws the fish in, something that really disturbs that water column, that makes them go, what the frig is going on over there? And they come rushing over, only to find a buffet, and maybe we catch a bunch of fish. I don't know. Anyway guys, that's the plan for tonight. We're gonna go to Dollarama, see if we can score some shit to get this job done, and hopefully we can, because if we can't, well, my other plan is I'll just put a tip up in the shanty and a dead stick on my rod holder and jig with the other one while Sarah jigs with hers. See if we can catch some fishies. Wow, that was a good fart. Working away, and I heard whatever's up there running around, and all of a sudden this happened. Gonna have to reattach that somehow. The dummy who put this up there, he just ran a finishing nail through it, eh? So you take it and you can push it back in, and it'll stay up there for a second until whatever's up there hits the friggin' plate, and then it comes down again. That's how that plate's being supported up there, literally sitting on that stuff. I don't know, maybe I'll ram a couple screws through it to hold it in place. Anyway guys, it's friggin' lunchtime, so I'm gonna go downstairs. We're gonna fry some fish. Fried in butter, because I friggin' love fish and butter. Fish and friggin' butter is the best thing in the world. She's a friggin' kitty, she's gonna meow in my camera. Mouse, 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 mouse. You gonna swing at me? Mouse. She's such a potato. Yeah, you're a potato. Let's go fry some fishies! But yeah, you know what? I sat there and I'm like, well, how much could a rattle reel actually cost, you know? I looked them up on Amazon and was like, holy shit, they're like $20, $30. Why the hell are they so expensive? Then I went on Canadian Tire and was like, why are they $5.99 here? And they're not like generic potato brand. It's actually a Rapala brand friggin' rattle reel. I'm like, well, okay. Rapala doesn't make exact garbage. Like, they're usually pretty good, except when they make garbage. Like, I got a Rapala friggin' auger, and I love that thing, man. That thing rips through the ice great. You know, once you get it started, don't get me wrong, it takes a little bit to get the hole started. Sometimes I'm backing it out and going again, backing it out, and then finally the blades catch, and then I can just blow holes through the ice. But that's basically what breaks on them when you use the drill bit attachment. There, my fish didn't quite thaw out. I don't know why. You know what? Frig it. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. So, like, I could build a rattle reel, but when they're only $5 and not the amazing price over at Amazon, and they all got good reviews. And, like, the thing that's nice, like Struck has said, some fish, it's why tip-ups work better than a rod, you know? You catch a fish from the rod, you got the bail closed, the fish ain't gonna run with the friggin' meal. It's gonna grab it, snag it, feel that resistance, and then it could very well let go because it knows. It's aware. Fish are stupid, but they're not dumb, if that makes sense. So, because unfortunately, fish are actually somewhat smart and they can actually understand things and do stuff and junk, you gotta kind of use a smart strategy, and that's why tip-ups, because when a fish bites a tip-up, the flag goes up, but it doesn't set no hook. All it does is the flag goes up and lets you know that something attacked the line and moved it. Sometimes, you can go to the tip-up, and you realize there's no damn fish on there. But sure enough, the fish freaking set it off, but spit the damn thing. Now, honestly, with fishing, you don't really need much gear. Like I said, my buddy's dad literally uses hockey sticks with spools on it, but he doesn't use the spool to bomb the line. He basically uses the spool, like a rattle reel, if you will, to lower the line into the water. And then once the line's at the right depth, he basically locks it in, and then if a fish bites, it rings a bell and it lets him know that something harassed the line. And if it keeps ringing it, that means the fish is still there, and then he just deals with it. Then I got to thinking, I'm like, well, I got my tip up, I got my dead stick, I got my jigging stick, I got more than enough, so I don't need to waste money. But it would be kind of fun to build fishing gear, because that's always awesome. Little DIY. Everybody loves a little DIY, unless they don't. That's cool too. Gonna cook up some mother freaking fish and drive it in my freaking face. It's gonna feel so freaking good when I drive it in my face. I don't know why I'm singing this song, or I just made it up on the spot. My dog is kinda dumb, face is full of snot. It's my new song, you like it? Yeah, you do. Yay, fishy! Still can't believe these guys tag teamed to perch yesterday. Or Sunday. Like, frig sakes, man. That would have been a delicious little snacko, and puppers and scampers got it. But on a side note, fish come back to life. So I guess I'm kind of like a cryogenic master now, because I bet you on Saturday, if I would have left that perch alone before I cleaned it, I would have let him sit in the sink for a while. I'm 100% sure he would have came back to life too. Apparently it happens with pike. It happens with a lot of fish. When you're ice fishing, you throw them on the ice and because they're all wet, they literally freeze from the inside out. And then you bring them home, you fire them in the sink to thaw them out. And lo and behold, they come back to life. They just spring back to her, flippy flapping around and shit. So it's like if I had like a 20-gallon aquarium or something, I probably could have taken the perch frozen as a fish sickle, drilled them into the friggin' aquarium, turn a bubbler on, and when he thawed out, he would have just started swimming around going, hey, how come the lake got smaller? Oh, bon appetit. It's time to go friggin' eat. Alright guys, well, it's 5 o'clock, work's done. It's actually after 5. I had to take a power dump, so I just left you guys upstairs. And I came downstairs and I just rifled one off, and holy crap, plugged the friggin' toilet, boys. It was awesome. Anyway, let's stupid out. And then I say that and he's like, yeah, my name's Stupid. And then, yeah, apparently there's a package here. Alright, let's go see what the package is. Yeah, my neighbor totally saw the insurgent come in. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a package here. Package. Hydro bill. Good to go. Let's see if we can look at the back of the house now and get an idea. Almost see over on that side of the house where it's climbing on. So it is definitely coming off that tree. And the thing is I thought about building a baffle and putting it at the base of the tree so he can't climb it. However, I can't see any footprints of him going to that tree. It looks like he's going to the back trees and then climbing up them and then jumping across over to that tree. So the only way to break the roof off from the tree is to knock the tree down, which that's a tall friggin' tree, boys. That ain't no tiny little stick. Taking that tree out would probably require me to remove that fence because I need it to fall this way. What are you barking about? Oh, dog shit. Jesus, Murphy. I gotta get out here and clean that. Probably do that right now, actually. I'm gonna put you guys down and go shovel some shit. What'd you do on your day off? Oh, I shoveled shit. Frig. Oh, anyway, if you're wondering what this package is, guys, I bought a spool of, it was cheap, braid for my baitcaster. Keep it back and go shovel shit. Yeah, after chatting with a couple buddies about fishing and baitcasting, when they found out I was using monofilament, not only just monofilament, but 20-pound monofilament on that little baitcaster, they said, first off, you're probably exceeding its drag, so that's not good. Second off, you're definitely exceeding the pole's capacity, because apparently every fishing pole has a capacity. Like the medium heavy 8-foot I have in the garage can do 20 pound no problem. So you get yourself like a size 5,000, 6,000 reel, put it on there. I can use the 20-pound monofilament on that, no problem. Go out and catch catfish. But my buddy was like, get some like 8 to 10 pound braid. You'll be good for days. He goes, you'll feel the fish, it'll cast right. Braid doesn't have memory, which is nice because mono and fluoro does. He goes, get yourself some 10-pound braid, lead it with some 10-pound mono or some 10-pound fluoro, and you're good to go. So I got some 12-pound fluoro here, or mono here, which I'm going to use on my spin caster. Bobby said get the green kind, so I got the green kind. Good enough, good stuff. And this is the braid. So we have 500 meters, about 1,500 feet of 10-pound extreme braid, and it's in black. So sure, good enough. That's why you use a leader. Some fish like pike aren't line shy, which is why you can get away with a steel leader, and they'll still bite the bait. But other fish like walleye and sometimes not even bass. Bass are pretty aggressive. They just react. They see something flashing and they just go over and smash it. But walleye for sure, trout 100% for sure. They are line shy. They see something that doesn't look right, they ain't touching it. So you run yourself a mono leader, some invisible, even fluoro, so it's invisible, and all they see is a floating friggin' fish in the water. They'll go over and beat the shit out of it. So right on, we're ready to re-spool the lines for the spring spawn. Well, we can't fish where we normally go there, the wall and the dock. We can't fish there until near the end of May. So, but when we do, I'll be ready for it. So that'd be kind of badass. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to take a rip over to Dollarama right now. It's like almost 6 o'clock. I want to see about getting some peanuts and some nuts. Or, let me rephrase that. Some peanut butter and some nuts. Apparently almond butter and almonds, not exactly the best bait to use. I thought it would work because the mice love it. But they're also saying that certain squirrels, because what he's doing is he's going out and he's picking up food and he's storing it in the attic, he's foraging. The chances of him stealing the food from the bait, or from the trap, are slim. So I'm going to go over there, I'm going to pick up some shit. This is all for another video, guys. Obviously now you know what's going on. So I let it out of the bag. Maybe I'll edit that out. Anyway, let's go to the Dollarama because I want to get some stuff to make a bell. I was going to make, like I said, the ringing thing, the ringing reel. But instead, I just want... Canadian Tire, it's like $6.99 for a bell you clip on your rod. Why does that have to be so expensive? Why can't you just take a piece of surgical hose, duct tape a bell to it, and tie it off, and then you got a bell on your line? Let's go to friggin' Dollarama and see if we can get stuff for a quick little project, and then we'll come back and we'll deal with friggin' Chippendale in the attic. Alrighty, well, I went to Dollarama. They don't have mouse traps. Basically, I was looking for mouse traps for... I was gonna put them in the attic and see if I could just piss off that chipmunk. Well, I was gonna put them in the attic to see if I could actually, you know, catch whatever's up there. If the trap fails, you know, set more traps. And then I checked over at Giant Tiger, or Eont Tiger, because the G's out. They were a fail boat too, so what are you gonna do? I figured, you know, Dollarama would have a bell. Just Arts and Crafts, a freaking bell. Something I can stick on the end of my rod, and when a fish bites, it goes jingling-ling. But they don't. So I didn't get one. Shit. Well, let's go home. Alright guys, so at Giant Tiger, I decided to pick up some groceries. I don't know how good this is, but they had these on for $5. A big pack of salmon. Figure for lunches, I can just bag these too. So I only have 2 packs of fish left, and I still have 3 days left, or yeah, 3 days left. So I figured $5 a pop. I'll grab 2 of these guys, and it's wild pink salmon. A pound worth of, you know, I'll eat a pound of salmon. That's all right. I also picked up, they had this on for $5. 1,000 milligrams of omega-3. I like taking one of those every morning. And I bought something for the truck for my cell phone so I can mount it to, when I'm using it as a GPS, I can mount it to my vent. So that's pretty sweet. But tonight for dinner, I bought some pork chops. Probably can't really see it because the lighting in here is amazing. Probably doesn't help that I got a light behind me and it's shadowing me out. But yeah, some pork chops. I'm going to chuck these in the air fryer, and that's going to be my dinner. And from Dollarama, I bought some stuff for Project Get That Damn Thing Out of the Friggin' Attic. And I bought for Scampers a laser pointer. Because I know she's going to play with it. I know he'll play with it too, because Oreo loves laser pointers. Here, let me show you. See, regular laser pointer, Pomeranian. He's like a cat. He wants it so bad. He's worse than a cat. He's so flustered. Have you guys ever seen a dog do this? Like with a laser pointer? Like seriously? Look at him. He's right. I can't even talk. I can't even right now. He's so flustered. Oh my goodness. Where is it? Where's the dot? Where's the dot? It's right there. Oh, there it is. There it is. Where'd it go? Scampers is like, can I play too? Poor kitty. Oh, friggin' Oreo just railroaded the cat. Oh my goodness. Sorry, dude. This guy's a little bit protective of the dot. There's no more. No. Oh my goodness. Dollar store. If you have a Pomeranian, dollar store. This was $1.50. And it's his favorite. He's so stupid. I've shown you guys pictures of my old orange cat, Poofy. Yeah, I'm bad at naming animals. He would not react to laser pointers. I would shoot it on the ground, he wouldn't care. Felix loved them. Poofy? No. Now do you see why Oreo is a special dog? Because laser pointer makes puppy go bark. Yep. You want to see how you make a Pomeranian dizzy? Yay, Pomeranian! Alrighty, I reinforced my roof here. I threw a screw in there. I pre-drilled and threw a screw and threw a screw. Hopefully that holds now when Big Chungus comes flying over and slams on that plate. Anyway, I rebaited the trap. We'll see if that works. I don't know how, but this is the second time that whatever the chipmunk or squirrel, whatever the hell it is, friggin' tripped the trap without going in, getting stuck in it. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. So anyway, I forgot that I cooked these pork chops there for dinner because I was busy working on the other video because I multitask. I try to make, like, you know, try to do a couple videos and stay ahead of myself. Like this one here, I'm filming it on Tuesday. You guys are probably going to watch it on Friday. So that's a thing. Plus I'm working on that trap video, which started like 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I'm not going to finish that video until I either catch them or kill them. One of the two is going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and eat my meat, watch some Foresty Forest, because he lives in a van. Yep, that's his new van. And I'll talk to you guys later. Anyway, guys, I ended up going to Walmart to see if they had anything for rat traps or mouse traps or something to get Junior out of the friggin' attic there, because Jebediah is driving me nuts with his tippy-tappy, pitty-patty friggin' squirrel nonsense. So, I haven't heard from him yet. I don't know if the trap went off or not. I went to Walmart to see if they had glue traps. Turns out they don't. All they had were the classic wooden, you know, snap traps, the kind that I wanted to buy to make a fishing thing, which I don't think would actually work, so we're not going to bother with that idea. Yeah. I also, looking at the weather, tonight it's kind of shit, but tomorrow it's going to be nice, and Thursday it's going to be stupid nice. So what I was thinking, well, I was at Walmart, I bought some of these, the Hot Hands toe warmers. They're adhesive. You stick them to your bottom of your sock. The part that gets cold on your feet, it's not your heel, not your arch, it's your toes. You crack those out, you shake them up, you stick them to the bottom of your socks, keeps your feet nice and warm. I know because I used the hand warmers that way and they worked out pretty good, but these ones are nice because they stick to your sock and then they insulate your foot from the snow. Because what I'm thinking is Thursday night, we're gonna take a rip down to Sunset right at 5, get off work, jump in the truck, friggin' book her down, get on the ice. We don't have to go out far because here's the thing with the fish. It looks like as the sun goes down, they come in. So we don't even have to go out that far. 15 feet of water, more than enough. Give her a dangle, see if we can catch a fish. Now I've been dying to go out fishing again and I figure why not? So we can try that out, and like I have the 2 rods, I got the dead stick. I don't have a belt for it, but I'll just have to pay attention. Now my buddy was telling me, he gave me an idea for a strat that might work, and we're gonna give her a go. And you know how the drag on my one rod's a piece of shit? It just randomly turns off and on. Well, when you pull drag, the rod clicks. Makes that grinding sound. What he said to do was on that rod there, go ahead and shuck her in the friggin' water with a minnow, loosen your drag off. So if a fish comes along and snaps the minnow, you'll hear the drag going and then quickly pick it up, tighten the drag, and set the hook. And you're good to go. Now, that normally you would have to turn it a lot to set the hook, but because my rod is so potato, you literally turn it a quarter turn, and it's the difference between no drag and full drag. Like, it's so broken. That reel is so garbage. But it might work for what I want to do. And then I have the other rod, the one that Sarah gave me. It's also a Berkeley cherry wood, but it has a different hook on, or a different drag system on it. That one there, I'm going to hook up like a rip and wrap or friggin' spoon or Swedish pimple, and just start ripping it in the water line. Just start ripping it in the columns, trying to create as much of a distortion as possible to bring the fish in. So what happens is I'm bringing the fish in with the one rod, and they're opening fire on the other rod. That's the strat. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to find out on Thursday, maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know. We'll see how the weather is, right? I know this weekend if I go out, I'm going to bring the Freybill instead of the HT. That just so I can have like the proper heat set up and everything and have a lot of room to play around and stuff. And we'll try and get out there early so we can really give her a rip, you know, really freaking cause some mayhem. Yeah, I want to see how it is hauling that sleigh out with the Freybill on there, because the Freybill weighs a lot more than the HT, that's for sure. Definitely weighs a lot more than this thing. This thing here maybe weighs 20 pounds. Maybe. And I know the Freybill weighs about one of these, about 40 pounds, maybe 60. You know, I should grab them. I should weigh myself and see exactly how much they weigh while I'm holding them. Because they say the Freybill's about 25 kilograms, which is 2.2 pounds per kilogram. So you're looking at around 60 pounds, give or take. Whatever. Anyway, I know that hauling the sleigh out with my back, like basically, I can haul it a lot easier with the rope wrapped around me than I can with my arms behind my back like an idiot. So that's a fact. Anyway, people, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down here. It's freaking 11 o'clock. I got to get to bed. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, guys, remember, live to win, never give in. I farted. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.